Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to my live quilting chat, Tipsy Tuesday. Hey everybody, thanks for being here on this Tuesday evening. Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you say hi in the comments and state where you're tuning in from. We love to see that. Say hi to friends. Make sure throughout the show to keep commenting because we have two winners every single show. Send us hearts and thumbs up, and make sure if you're new around here to follow us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or follow our Facebook page, GE Quilt Designs. All right, so we have two giveaways, like I said, every single show. One is chosen, $25 gift cards are up for grabs. One is chosen from your comments randomly. And then we also have a giveaway question at the end. So it doesn't matter if you're not watching live, you can still get a chance to win. So keep adding those comments, better chances. Today's show will be all about our programs that seem to all be happening at the same time. Today is the last day to get the special pricing for our Christmas in Europe block of the month, mystery block of the month. That kicks off officially with the first block being released tomorrow. We also will be chatting about our Fast and Furious Club program, which we kicked off last week. And so I'll also be showing you some good fabric. So there'll be lots going on this show. So save all your questions and we'll try and get to them throughout the show. On our last show, we had a winner. Our giveaway question was, what is your favorite Quilt As You Go project, since our kickoff show was last week? And the winner is Cheryl Lucian. Congratulations. Her favorite Quilt As You Go project is placemats. Those are always great and easy to get together. Quilt As You Go are best because, you know, those placemats, we wash them a lot, so that's, you don't want to be maybe doing any hand applique or embroidery on them, you know. So,
hi everybody.
Oh,
hi.
Say hi. Mr. HP is here.
Hi everybody.
We are going to start talking about Mr. HP in particular. Kayla, his daughter Kayla, we're so proud of her. She has been going through a grueling process of tryouts for the NBA's Minnesota Timberwolves dance team, and found out on Saturday night that she made the team. So everybody congratulate Kayla. She works for us at GE Design, so if you've ever been in the showroom, she's the one that greets you. She's the one that kind of manages folding all the fabric, beautiful 1-yards and bundles. So
we're not happy that she might not be at work as much.
She might lessen her hours a little bit to make it to her second job now.
Very proud of her.
Very proud, and of course, dancing is in her blood. She's been a professional dancer. Well, she studied that in college, and so it's really great for her to see her.
She came out dancing.
Yeah, she came out dancing, right?
Yeah.
She was up on stage with you at 3 years old, just jamming.
Dancing away. Daddy's playing.
Yeah. Who wouldn't like to have that kind of childhood? A beautiful thing. Yeah. So she's still dancing, and now she's going to be on the really big national stage. Love that. So we're going to be going to some basketball games this year.
Might as well.
Yes, let's hope that the Timberwolves are going to be any good this year. Or else we'll just be waiting for the breaks.
Yeah, we can't wait for the breaks.
Yeah, that's all good. All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about our color club. I revealed our color of the month last Friday for our Friday show. Happy Friday show. And if you missed it, well, you can always go back and watch it. You know that. But color of the month is moss. So it was beautifully green fabrics. I was going to show you again, but I didn't bring them. I left them at GE. So this was our card that month, and happily I want to tell you, those of you that have been waiting to get into our color club, which is our subscription every month, you will get 5 half yards of a theme color that I have chosen. All of them are great kind of stash builders because they are usually tone on tone. I try to pick a little bit different hues of that theme color, different scale, different textures. And so they're great blenders, tone-on-tone blenders to bring into any other bundles or any other collections you have. So great basics. and everybody's loving it. So every month you'll get 5 different half yards, and we finally have some spots open for Color Club. Yes, we opened a lot of spots up yesterday. They're going fast, so I want to tell you, don't hesitate too long, but we still have some spots open to sign up for the subscription. Of course, you sign up for the subscription now, you will get the moss. You will get the moss. Great green colors for this season we're heading into. And you can cancel at any time, so it's really flexible. Anyway, so that was Color Club. Who's loving Color Club? I love Color Club. I know I've told you this before, but I get my shipment sent to my house every month. Yeah, people think I'm weird.
Is my shirt the next Color Club color?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So you can show yourself. You're safe.
Okay.
Nope. We can't start talking about that. There's so much else to talk about. Anyways, any questions on Color Club? You seen any questions pop through? Let me open mine up to check. Oh, I have my sound on still. That's not a good thing. It was late. Yeah, so make sure you throw out some questions. We'll put them up on the screen later on. But we wanted to talk a little bit about Fast and Furious Club. I know everything is coming together. Our 2 big programs are kicking off with releases this week. So Fast and Furious Club, we kicked off last week. So we have a special pricing on the full 9 months. And instead of me kind of babbling on about it, I thought we would just play one more time our trailer that kind of explains it all. And then I can take your questions after quickly about Fast and Furious Club. This is our Quilt As You Go small project club. 1 project a month. You get a pattern and a video class of the whole, me showing you how to do the whole project. So let's just check out season 3 of Fast and Furious Club. If you love instant gratification just as much as I do, for example, starting a table runner, getting it all quilted, bound, and on your table in just a few hours, you'll have to join me for my Fast and Furious Club, now in its 3rd season. The club is a quilter's favorite, as each month you will get a downloadable pattern and a video class of a brand new project. All of the small projects are done with the Quilt As You Go method, and I will take you through the whole process in the video classes. We will have a variety of small projects in the club, like table runners, toppers, placemats, baby quilts, bags, and more that are easy to finish and are perfect gift items. Along with teaching you the ins and outs of Quilt As You Go, I will teach you how to cut out the project with great accuracy and time-saving methods using the Strabology rulers, but you can of course also use regular rulers. The Fast and Furious Club is a 9-month program, but has great options based on how much commitment you are ready for. Each project will go live on the 20th of each month, but you can purchase at any time. You can view the first 3 projects in the club now that are scheduled for the months of September, October, and November of 2021. The next 3 projects will be shown in November and the last 3 in February of 2022. Our first project for Season 3 in September is a table runner called Confetti Betty. The simple construction and basic techniques makes this runner a breeze to sew and a sure success for anyone to make. With so many options for colorways, you are sure to make more than one. In October, we'll be making a darling wall hanging called Witch's Welcome. You can customize your wall hanging with your own letters or words, or add the included bats for a spooky Halloween wall quilt. In November, we will make another table runner called In the Present. The gifts could be made with Christmas fabrics for a festive table runner, or just use bright, fun prints and use it as a birthday decoration. Sign up now before September 19th and get the special offer of all 9 projects and classes for only $84.95, which is only $9.38 for each month. If you want a lesser commitment, you can purchase 3 months at the price of $36.95, which is about $12.32 per class. If you really don't want any commitment at all, you can purchase just 1 project at a time for $14.95, which includes the pattern and the video class. The special offer of the 9-month pre-purchase ends on September 19th, as the first class will be live on September 20th in your account on gequiltdesigns.com. When you sign up, you will get access to the fabric requirements for the first 3 projects and a welcome video which shows you all the helpful tools to have and steps to be successful with the Quilt As You Go method. Join me and create some adorable small projects the fast and furious way and learn some great techniques along the way. So there it is. This is our Fast and Furious Club. You saw the first 3 projects. We have 3 pricing options. We get the really big special price of the $84.95, wasn't it? For the whole 9 months. That offer will only be available through the 19th because when the first project goes live on the 20th, the price will change on the 9-month. You can also do the trimester if you want to just do 3 at a time, or if you only want to do 1 at a time. On the 20th, you will be able to purchase just the 1. And of course, our first project is our Confetti Betty. She's hanging on the cabinet over here, one of the colorways. I made 5 of them. Now, we've had some questions about the kits that we had to offer last week. Some of them sold out pretty fast, and we will have more kits. We are just inundated right now with Christmas in Europe, so we're going to get through that. And then we will make more kits because the ones that sold out were mostly for the Witch's Welcome wall hanging. And then we've sold out of, I think, both of the in the present. But we can make more kits of all 3. So just hang tight, and we will get them done and available before those projects go live. We will let you know. One more thing I wanted to mention. There are some people that are brand new to Fast and Furious Club, maybe brand new to GE Design, so we want to welcome them and explain maybe a little bit more because they were a little confused. What do you mean goes live? So where does it go live? So when you purchase on gequiltdesigns.com, make sure you set up an account, and then you can go whenever you want to the website. You log in with your email address and your password that you chose, and then you just click on My Downloadable Files, and then you will see all your digital purchases. You just click on Fast and Furious Club, and in there, already there are some things in there. There's a video and the fabric requirements, but you will then find on the 20th of each month, you'll find a new PDF pattern to print out, and then there will be videos added that you can watch right from there. Just scroll down, find the videos, and you will be able to stream those videos as many times as you want. You can hit pause, go back, go do whatever you want. So you don't have to count on being live, watching me live. It's yours forever. So that's the great part. All right, any questions about if one pays for 3 months, will it be any 3 projects, or is it just the current trimester? Yes, just the current trimester. So we have the trimester 1. It'll be these 3 projects. And then in November, we will show you what the second trimester, we'll show you the projects for the second trimester, and you'll be able to purchase that as a trimester. But of course, if you buy all 9, they will all be included in your package. Are the past Fast and Furious just single patterns? Yeah, so you can go into Fast and Furious Club. On the website, we'll have Fast and Furious Club Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. You can go into any one of those and purchase any of them individually. So that's not a problem. What fabric did you use in the Matrix quilt? Matrix is behind me. This is the Starflower Christmas fabric bundle. We are sold out of the bundle, unfortunately. We still have a few of the fabrics in 1 yards. But I altered the Matrix quilt a little bit, so I wanted to hang it up because I don't think you've seen it since we quilted it. I added a little white border to kind of separate the border from the blocks because they're really florally and really kind of busy. So it really kind of gave it that little space for the eye to rest. So I wanted to kind of give you that idea. And then what I did, instead of making an hourglass block first and then doing the hashtag on top, I just started with squares and left out the whole hourglass part. So I talked about it in a previous show. You can do that with that pattern. You would just, instead of making the hourglass block, trimming them to 9 inches, you start with a 9-inch square. So great idea if you want it a little bit faster, and especially if you're using really large scale prints, busier prints, and maybe you want to control the direction. This is a great way to do it. So I really love it. I think I'll be doing more of those, that version. All right. If you want more information about Fast and Furious Club, we have done a blog post about Fast and Furious Club. Like, for example, if you want to find out more about the notions and the tools, the batting that I recommend and we have in stock, everything is in that blog post with links to the videos, and then a list of all the tools and even links to them. So you can just click on it and it'll take you straight to the store. Can I buy the September single pattern once it's released to the club? Yes. So on the 20th, you'll be able to buy just the Confetti Betty pattern and video package. So that one is, they will all come as a single. If you want to just buy a single of each one, it's $14.95 for both the pattern and video. Matrix is in a book. It's in Stripology Squared. So I actually happen to have it right here. Stripology Squared has all 10-inch square patterns. All right, any more questions on Fast and Furious Club, or are we ready to move on? Move on? Well, I think we're all excited. I'm really excited. This has been a long time coming.
What's the quilt in the corner?
Oh, the quilt in the corner. Oh, that's my June. That's my June that I made out of the abandoned 2 fabrics. So this is the one that I was working on during the sew along, and I got it quilted on Gertie. It's pretty cool quilting pattern, and love how it turned out. So I'm gonna photograph her like a flat photograph so you'll see more of her. Is there a cheat sheet for cutting 7/8 inch strips? So we don't have we don't have 1/8 inch markings on the XL ruler, only on the mini. So I don't know what you need to do with 7/8 inch strips, but I tend to just go up to an inch, and trim things down. Now, if you really wanted to do it, there are 1/4 inch markings. You can eyeball it to place your fabric between the slit and the 1/4 inch mark. That's the 1/8 inch. If you want to do that math. Now, if you have to do something super tiny and small, I recommend the mini ruler. We have the 1/8 inch markings for the mini ruler, and there is a chart under bonus templates and bonus charts and templates on the website for doing just that, cutting the 1/8 inch increments. How do you sign up for the Christmas market class pattern? It is on the website. Go to block of the month. Christmas in Europe, you can buy the whole package now until midnight for $59.95. That's 14 months. Every month you'll get a pattern of the block of that specific month and a video class of me taking you through it all. So it's going to be a blast. It's going to be beautiful. So without further ado, let's talk about Christmas in Europe. It's finally here. This is, of course, a program that was supposed to take place, start off in July. Before we even started advertising it, we pushed it into August, and then we had to push it into September because of all the fabric delays. And unfortunately, we still don't have all our fabrics for the kits, but we just have to be patient. I'm going to talk about the kits later. So today is the last day to purchase the digital package. That is the patterns and the videos. They come separate. When you purchase that, you get the fabric guide that gives you the fabric requirements and the swatches that I used for my quilt. I have updated that one in your file right now. So right now it will look the same, but it will have information on what fabric I'm using. So the fabric SKU number and the name of it. So I know a lot of you wanted to check on that to see if you had the exact same stuff even available. So that's updated. So go check your, you can just re-download the file if you already printed out your PDF. So yes, the last day to get it for the special price. So if you've been dragging your feet, thinking about it, I say you join us. This is a chance to go visit all the different countries, many of the different countries of Europe, learn about their traditions and customs, and we don't have to go anywhere. And we end up with a beautiful quilt. Now, it's a mystery, yes. You don't get to see what the quilt will end up being. I understand that. But let's learn a little bit I'm going to play the shortened version of the trailer for those of you that don't have any idea what I'm talking about. So here is our little short info video on Christmas in Europe. Have you ever wanted to spend the holiday season in Europe? Well, now is your chance without having to go anywhere except for your sewing room. Join me and visit many countries in Europe and explore their Christmas traditions and events through my Mystery Block of the Month program. Each month you will receive a PDF downloadable pattern with that month's block instructions, along with a video class from me on how to put it all together from start to finish. The quilt is fat quarter friendly, and when you sign up, you will get a complete fabric guide and yardage needed, as well as printable color chart with the fabrics I use for my quilt. Sign up now before September 14th and get the special price of all 14 lessons for only $59.95, which is only $4.28 for each month. Experience the magic of the holiday season in Europe by making the Christmas in Europe quilt and learn some great techniques along the way. There it is, Christmas in Europe, and let me answer the first question that I saw. That's okay. That was the first. What is the skill level? So skill level, I would say, is a confident beginner. And with me taking you through the whole process in a video that you can pause and go back and forward and watch as many times as you want, it's a breeze. So I think any confident beginner can do it. So I'm going to take you through a few things tonight that you can do to prepare yourself if you're newer to quilting or want to brush up on some things that can help you out. I'm going to talk about that. But the other question, oh yes, can we order just the backing fabric? You will be able to do that. Now, there are 14 months until we're going to need that backing fabric. So yes, once we have gotten all the kits done, we will see how much the backing fabric we have left. We'll be able to offer that in both 3-yard cuts and 1-yard cuts. So for those that need a little more, if you want to make your quilt bigger, you can do that. You can get that. When do we get the first block instructions for Christmas? So just like I talked about with Fast and Furious Club, on the 15th of each month, a block will be released into your account. It will be in your account automatically, a PDF and a video. So tomorrow, it's tomorrow. Yes, just a few hours. So it's almost there. Does the backing come with a Christmas in Europe fabric package? In the fabric kit, yes, everything is included in the fabric kit, binding and backing. Let me talk about the fabric kits. You of course don't need the fabric kit to participate. You can pick your own fabrics and do it differently, do it with whatever fabrics you want. Of course, I have a guide for you so you can easily kind of match up if you want to do that. But let me talk about the fabric kits. So what we did back in February, when I knew what I was going to do, and I knew because of the previous Mystery Block of the Month that I did a couple of years ago, there was an extreme need, I should say need, or want for fabric kits. Back then, I only offered a fat quarter kit. It was for Stroll in Paris, and they sold out as fast as I could cut them. This was back when I was by myself. So in February of this year, I decided let's set up a reservation spot if you wanted to reserve a fabric kit. Of course, it was a $10 fee if you reserved one, and then once the fabric became available, we would send you an invoice for the difference, and then you could get your kit. But you weren't legally bound to get it. If you didn't want to get it, that was also totally fine. Now, we got almost all the fabrics. We were missing one fabric for the longest time. We got a little bit of it, so we were able to start fulfilling some of these orders for the kit. So what we've done is we started sending out invoices to the first. We did it in order, so the first reservations got their invoices first. And then as they get paid, we've been sending out the kits that we've been able to make. Now, this is a process, and I asked you last week on both shows, please don't email us to ask, where's my invoice? Because we're working on them. It's a process. It takes quite a few clicks. We have to work on each one at a time. And so it's not just send everybody an invoice. There's no setting like that. It takes a little while. So just be patient with us, please. And actually, we have to be patient because not all of the fabric came in. We're still waiting on the rest of that one fabric. So as soon as that gets in, everybody that reserved will be able and paid their invoices will be able to get their kits. So you know us, we ship as soon as we have the stuff in hand, we get it out to you fast, fast, fast. So many kits have already gone out. I see many of you already have them, which is amazing. We have sent out invoices to about half of the folks that reserved, a little bit more than that. So if you did, so just check your spam folders. There's still hundreds, over 100 that have not paid their invoice. I've sent it to you. So check and find them, all right? That will save us time. If you know right away that you are not going to take it, you're not going to pay for the invoice because you don't want the kit, please let us know. That's when you can send us an email and let us know that you don't want your kit, so then it will become available for someone else. So that's great. If you don't intend to purchase, let us know. Will save us time. If you haven't received an invoice, just like I said, you don't have to email us. We're working our way through the list in order. Once we tell you that all the invoices have been out and you still haven't gotten yours, then there's time to contact us, okay? It takes some time. So some of you may be so lucky to have fabric before tomorrow to work on your first block right away. But just know, if you don't, either you can always just watch the video, read through the pattern. It's probably not going to be very long. You'll have plenty of time to catch up making the first block before the second one goes live on October 15th. And I really want to promise you all that the kits will be in your hands before that. Of course, it's hard to promise things like that, and counting on delivery of fabrics. Those of you that did not reserve a kit have been asking, but signed up for notifications for when they become available. So that's what happens. Once we have sent out invoices to everybody that reserved a kit, and we know that everybody that reserved that still wants one have gotten theirs, we see what we have left, and we will put them all up on the website. So it will be one of those things where we put them all up on the website. If you signed up for notifications, you'll get an email and you can purchase your kits. And you guys know we will get them out as fast as we can. So I can't promise that will be kits for everybody, but there will be a lot of kits, even if all of the reservations are gone. So there will be a lot of kits available. So just trust me on that. I also haven't had a thought even today that maybe you just make this first block out of your scrap as a little practice block, and then out of some leftovers and scraps, and then you just are very seasoned when the fabric comes to you. So some of the things, any questions regarding what I just said? I think I did see a lot of questions. I haven't gotten an invoice. What is minimum yardage for CIE backing? It's on your fabric guide. So all the yardage is on your guide. That's according to the basic size of the quilt. So I also have instructions. If you want to make your quilt bigger, you will need 2 extra fabrics to add to borders. You would obviously need to increase your backing yardage for that. If you bought just the fabric kit, no, that does not include the video and instructions. That's a separate package. So that's the video and the pattern package that is on special until the end of the night. So until the end of the day. So check on that. How do you know if you received your invoice? You would have gotten it in your email inbox. So go check your inbox, go check your spam folder. If it's not there, you probably didn't receive it yet. So you can also check on when you placed your order. We are probably now going into sending invoices to those that placed orders on after February 4th. Everybody that's placed an order on, or most everybody that placed an order February 4th or earlier have gotten theirs. All right. Yes, we know that the website says sold out. That's because they're not there yet. But we have to have it up so that you can sign up for notifications for when it comes back in stock. So it always has been saying sold out for this whole time. So there will still be kits. They're just not there yet. All right. Any other questions? You doing speed reading through the questions and comments?
A lot of them you answered already.
Okay, great. That's great. So I wanted to talk about a few things. I mean, do you want some tips for tomorrow? Some hints, peeks? Maybe.
Yes.
So I wanted to just say a few things, helpful tips and tools. Of course, if you have the Strabology rulers, they are going to be very helpful. The XL, the squared, and the mini. I use them all. Of course, you can get away with the XL and the mini. The ruler stickers, the G-Easy ruler stickers are always a lifesaver. Let me pull them out for you, those of you that don't know what I'm talking about. The G-Easy ruler stickers, we're going to be using those for sure. And put a nice fresh blade in your rotary cutter, a nice fresh needle in your sewing machine, always a good thing when you start a new project. You will need a little bit of fusible web if you are going to do, so there's just a little bit of, I would say, embellishments. So I use fusible web to do my little appliques. You can do it needle turn, of course, if you prefer that. So you'll just need a little bit of heat and bond. I'm just using heat and bond light because I like to do stitch it down by machine. And then the biggest thing, so when we take on a project like this that it's going to take 14 months. So we're going to be back here in October of next year and finally know what this quilt looks like. And when you have to keep track of fabric for that long, I always make sure that I have a bin or a basket or a case or something to keep it in. And so I actually have 2 of these baskets. Yes, these are some of my scraps as I'm going through mine. So I have one that I keep my fabrics that I'm going to use, so my whole kit in. And then I have another one that I throw, because as we cut, there's going to be little scraps. So I always throw my scraps in the same basket because there might be a time later on where you can maybe possibly use some of these for some of the cuts and not have to cut from the bigger pieces. So that's how I kind of do mine. I have 2 baskets. They can stack up, and then they're stored just on the shelf until my next month is up, and I can just, they all stay in there. I even keep my thread pack in here. My Oracle thread pack is in there with all the spools. So I don't have to go digging for them. I know the colors that were picked with it, they're gonna stay there. So that's kind of a little bit of a tip. I told you I wanted to give those of you that are a little bit newer to quilting, and maybe you want to improve a little bit on your piecing techniques, I wanted to give you a little tip, and that is go to our website under videos or our YouTube channel and check out a video that is called Piecing Accuracy, because that video takes you through all the little things that go into that accurate seam. And it is so helpful. So, you know, checking your 1/4-inch seam on with your foot and everything, the pressing, the cutting, and all the things that kind of come into play when we're talking about sewing something accurately. So this will be a good way to pass this few hours or pass the time until your kit arrives. I'm just coming up with ideas. So any questions on that?
How many fat quarters are in here?
15 fat quarters, 2 backgrounds, a border, and binding, and then a backing. So that is the fabric in the kit, and in the fabric requirements. So of course, since it is a mystery quilt, I was once asked about this. Are we going to use all the fat quarters equally? Probably not, because it's a mystery quilt. So that's why I just do fat quarters, because we want to, if something happens, you have to redo something, you want to have enough fabric. And fat quarters are easy to replace, and things like that. So now, does it mean that you have to use the exact fabric that I used for that exact block? No, and that's kind of what we did with Strolling Paris. You can kind of pick and choose. So that's why we have red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can kind of play with it and do whatever you want with using the colors. Where did I get my stackable baskets? At the only store I go shopping in, Target. Target is what we have a ton of these, even at GE. We use these a lot. You can stack them up. They're really nice. And they stay open. They're big enough to fit a lot of things. The finished size of the quilt is 73 by 75. With the option, if you wanted to make it a bed size to a 96 by 100, you can just add a couple of big borders to it, and it'll be nice on a bed too. Will a quarter yard work instead of a fat quarter? Yes, it will. You just might want to cut it, you know, just think about when you cut stuff. Think about when you cut, how you cut stuff. So it might even be better to cut it on the fold and then follow directions like that. So you have 2 fat 8s. Did eat the pizza first? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I just thought I'd put it up there.
That was funny? Are you wanting some pizza?
We didn't eat no pizza first, but that sounds good.
Okay, that sounds really good, actually. Pizza always sounds good. Now, I want to give you a little hint. Tomorrow morning, when you look into your account, yes, there will be a pattern for block 1, and there will be a video for block 1. But there will be more than that. There will be a second pattern and a second video. Now, I'm just going to say a little bit about it. The video does explain it, but I'm just going to say this. That one is for some pieces, some block pieces, or pieces for the quilt that we'll be making a lot of. But so don't think you have to make them all right away. You can make them kind of throughout. All right? So don't worry. Don't stress out on that one. But there's a couple of things for you to look at tomorrow morning. Yay! And of course on Friday, when the big reveal, where everybody's seen their block, I will be talking about the block on Happy Friday show. So just know that.
Oh, they say people use pizza boxes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've seen that, of course. Now, I have to say, like, when I throw my scraps, little pieces of scraps, I want a little bit thicker than a pizza box. So that's why I like the depth of these baskets. So, and actually, yes, I have a third basket for the finished blocks. So they all can stack up. So I have one basket for the unused fabrics, second basket for the scraps, third basket for the finished blocks. All stack up neatly.
What time are you releasing that block?
We usually do it shortly after midnight Central Time. So some of you are even getting access to it still on the 14th, all y'all in Hawaii and over there. You get them a bit early. So we always compare it to our time. So around midnight, Minnesota time. Sometimes it drags on a little bit. It just all depends on what we have going on. But I think this first one will be hidden at midnight.
12:01.
12:01. And that is also when for those of you that don't want to commit to the all 14 months, if the price tag is a little high, remember you can always buy one at a time, one block at a time. So that's when that will be available for $7.95, one block at a time. All right. Any more questions? It's a mystery. Now, of course, maybe if you've done mysteries before, I have a lot of folks that I've had conversations with that just cannot do mysteries. It's just too hard to not know what you're going to be making, and what if they don't like it? I get it. I understand it. I've done, well, actually only one of those, where it was really not just kind of stressed enough what fabrics to use. And what type of fabrics to use. However, many of you also used to, when it's a block a month, that all the blocks are the same size. Now, I don't work that way. So those are to ease you guys' minds specifically that are nervous about this and don't think you want to do this because of that, let me just give you a little bit of a tour of my last mystery, my first and the last one we did, Stroll in Paris, which was inspired by me being in Paris. I literally took a walk through the whole city and took a bunch of pictures, found inspiration everywhere. And then on the plane home, I literally designed a quilt around it. And so I thought that one would be a perfect, it was a mystery. but it was really following my walk through the city and what I saw. And so let me just take you through it, because there you will see that, you know, what type of mystery you could be in for. All right. So the first block of our stroll in Paris was inspired by the Notre Dame. It's called Notre Dame. So this design, block design, was kind of reminiscent of the circular windows of the Notre Dame. And of course, I was there the year before it burned, and this is the crazy part of how life sometimes happens. The day before Stroll in Paris was to go live, the Notre Dame was on fire, and I literally couldn't function that whole day, because I knew what the first block was going to be. Nobody else did, and it was so bizarre, because literally it was the day before I released the first block. But I'm so glad I got to go there before, and so glad that we got to commemorate it in the quilt. So this one, we actually didn't just make one, we made 3 of those. All right, our second block was inspired by Trocadero Square. So the first time I saw the Eiffel Tower, I was standing at the square, which is a great spot to view the tower. And you can maybe see me there doing a little yoga pose on the side. But I loved the design of the tiles, or on the marble on that square. And so this block is based on that, based on where I was when I saw the Eiffel Tower. So that was our second block. Our third block was, I called this the courtyard. So this is the Louvre courtyard. If you've ever been to the Louvre or around, so there's a little courtyard where people gather and walk around. Now this design was a surprise, because it's actually like the grates on the air vents, so you can see it in the bottom right photo there, and I just couldn't get that out of my brain, because it was a quilt block. So that was the block 3. Block 4 was the Tuileries Gardens, as it is next to the Louvre, and so I kind of created this tree block using the triangle shapes in the tree top, so it really kind of represented the actual Louvre pyramid, and the beautiful trees, of course, in the gardens. And then we went into block 5. That was based on the arches, all the different arches in Paris. There's multiples. So we did 2 different arch designs on that one. And then our 6th block was the Champs-Élysées. So I took literally the exact paver pattern of the Champs-Élysées, and we did this block. Of course, you can see now that that's not the same size as all the other ones. For block 7, this one was inspired by the wonderful, beautiful, ornate roofs and edges and all the awnings of the houses and buildings in Paris. So this, of course, not a square block, but this was our block 7. And then our block 8, this was a 9-month program. Our block 8 was our border. This was based on all the ornate wrought iron all over Paris. So we did kind of an iron fencing all around with the beautiful greenery on the outside. And my whole colorway of the Paris quilt was based on the colors I saw walking through the city. So here was our 9th month, was all the finishing and putting the quilt together. So I don't think this is like a regular block of the month. Now, is this one going to be same or similar? I don't think so. It'll be a surprise, but it'll be fun. It'll be beautiful. And there it is, the quilt right by the Louvre. And we have one more photo of it in the overlooking the Tuileries Gardens. Yes, we got a beautiful day to photograph it, take it around. We had to hide it. I had a tour group, and we were not finished with our mystery, and they were all trying to catch us to see it, and they were not successful. That was kind of fun. So that's kind of a little glimpse into how I run my mysteries. You know, one block might be a rectangle, some might be square. You never know. So no sizes. So of course we're going to go through all the different many different customs of Christmas in Europe, all the different countries, how they all do things just a little differently. So you'll be learning a lot every single month. So it's just fun. There's always inspiration and a story behind it. All right. So if you don't have any more questions about Christmas in Europe, I got some other types of fabric to show you that we have in the warehouse. I'm going to start with something that we've been looking at, so much holiday fabric and fall fabric. Guess what? We have something that's basic. It's something beautiful, and it's poppies. I don't know if they're Icelandic poppies. They look kind of like them. Icelandic poppies grow all over, kind of wild in Iceland. Well, wild in people's gardens and places. So this one's called Poppies. It's a Lewis and Irene fabric line. And so we have 15 pieces in the bundle. So we're starting off with this light gray background here and these beautiful poppies and just a little buzz of bees. And we have a smaller print in the same colorway and little bunnies smelling the poppies. Then we have into these taupe colorway, we have even a smaller print of the poppies on the taupe background. We have the medium print with the bunnies on the taupe, and this beautiful print here, the red on the taupe background with a little bit of gray in it. Larger poppy buds, and then we have that same print in the red. I'll just do them all three. In the red background, and then a third time with a little bit of black in the background. We have a tone-on-tone red. Such a beautiful hue of red, very warm. And then we have the blue, so really a nice blue color, kind of a sapphire color. We have the large poppy print, the medium one with the bunnies, and then the last colorway is into the black. So it's a very classic black and red poppy prints. So we have this print with the black background, gray and red. We have the small print on the black, and then the large print on the black background. So this is Poppies by Lewis and Irene. So beautiful prints. Of course, I pulled some coordinates. So I started with the blacks. Lewis and Irene, their basic line is called Bumbleberries. So a lot of these will automatically match a lot of the Bumbleberries. So we have the basic black, of course, matches this perfectly. If you wanted a little different texture too, the Canvas Ebony, I feel, is a great color to go with it. Going into the blues, the Bumbleberries Rainbow Blue, I like that one the best with it. And then a spotted in the sapphire. So nice bright blues to go with these. Reds, there's a lot of red, so I just pulled one red. The Postbox red is the perfect red Bumbleberries for this. So then we have some grays to go with some of the gray hues. We have Jot Dot Fog. I really like that with it. And then the Hopscotch and the Smoke, because it has a little white in there too. And then the taupe color, we have a Bumbleberries Natural Linen. That is a perfect match to these taupes here. And then I figured if you wanted to add a kind of a pop with an accent color that's none of the prints have that color, obviously maybe you wanted to pull out some of the green. So the Bumbleberries in the stem green, all these stems, is a perfect green to work with this. I even found a couple of plaids that would work perfectly in here. If you wanted a plaid for something, maybe cut it on the bias for binding. We have the Buffalo plaid in the royal blue and black, or ruby and black. So they work perfectly with this line. Poppies. Love poppies. When I was designing fabric, one of my most popular line ever was Emma's Garden, because it featured Icelandic poppies, and Amma means grandmother in Icelandic. So that one, I was asked for more of that fabric forever. So you don't have to ask me if I have any of that. This is your alternative, because that one came out, I want to say 2008. That's how long ago it was. No, we don't have any yardage available, just the half yard bundle for poppies. But lots of great coordinates, and I feel like when you have something that's a lot of print, there's a lot of busyness, that's when I feel like you need to pull in all those tone on tones. I actually thought some of the greens from our color club would work well with this as well. All right, so the other bundle that we have is very unorthodox, I should say. It's one of those, wasn't sure I was going to put together a bundle, but when I saw the fabrics and we have a panel with it, I wanted to put the bundle together because I thought it would be just perfect together. So this is called Lipstick Cowgirl. And so there's really only one print and then 6 different ombre fabrics. So I'm going to show you the print because that's pretty unique. We have all of these actually in 1 yards as well. This is the license plates. Now, I ordered a lot of this just because I felt like it was very cool. It's kind of got a little bit of a Tim Holtz vibe, but it's not by Tim Holtz. It's by Moda. So, and her name is Sherry Jenkins. Does a lot of vintage stuff. So I just love this. I love the colors in it. And so we have this both in ones and in the bundle. So in the bundle, this has a half yard, and then we have 6 different ombre fabrics. And so let me show them to you because they're really unique. So the ombre goes from selvage to selvage, and they go from one color to the next. So the best way to do this is to show you this side, and then on the other side it goes to this color. So I'm going to show this to you this way. And what's cool about it too is it kind of goes, so this goes from the pink into the more blue, and then the next print goes from the more blue into the navy. So they kind of connect, which I think is really cool. Oh, how can we do this? Here we go. But I've talked about this before when we have ombres and things that have a lot of variety. You could cut, a 5-inch square or 10-inch square from these, and you would be getting different hues. You'd be getting 4 different hues from the cut, which I love. So it's even though there's only 6 different ombre fabrics in here, it's kind of like you have at least 12 or 18 different fabrics. So then we have this one going from kind of the light, like the blues, into gray. And I love the spatter in here. I love the kind of watercolor feel of that. I'm going to move this one over so that we can see it at the top. And then we have the other 3, and that's kind of going from that gray into turquoise, or beautiful bright turquoise. The next one is going from the turquoise into peach, and then the last one is a peach orange into yellow. So all of these plus a half yard of the license plates are in the bundle, and also the panel. Let me show you the panel. It is so unique and cool and hilarious, and that's why I love it, of course. Lipstick Cowgirl. Now, can you check this out? There's all these girls in these quirky little images, so I just thought these would be so great. I mean, if not in a quilt, like on a bag or something. So they're all holding their ammunition or their guns, and I think these are little vintage commercials or ads. We have the one on the horse, and then over here we have the 2 with the rope, And we have the one with our guitar down here. And this one is hilarious because it says, "You and me are like fat thighs. We always stick together." Yeah, believe me, I got a couple of those, so I love it. They always stick together.
I would never say that.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I would have said thick thighs, maybe. But I kind of think this humor in this and fun, colorful. Really a nice way to cut out these. They would measure about, you could get them as big as about 11, 11 and a half possibly, but usually 11 or down as small as 10 inches. So depending on where you want to cut. So I love this as a bundle because you, without buying, it's only $49, so you'll get 6 half yards of the ombres, 7th half yard of this, and then you'll get the panel. You can make something so cool out of that, because it looks like you'll be getting a lot of different fabrics from not that many. And I pulled fabrics with this because it was just so much fun. Now, before we say anything, we do have all of the ombres in 1 yard. So all 6 colors of the ombres in 1 yard, plus the license plates. I thought this would be really cool. My dad kind of collected these, so I license plates, so I thought it'd be cool to use that for something for him. So we do have all of the ombres in 1 yard. If you wanted more of it, you make bigger bags. I thought it'd be really cool for lining for the big grab-and-go tote, for example. So I started off kind of pulling the brighter colors, and I pulled a lot of things that were from our Color Club selections. The Bedrock Candy has a lot of kind of pinkish, because you'll see this pinkish red throughout the specs here. So I went with that. I love the Spatter and the Medium Gold, similar texture. And then as far as turquoise, the Just Color and the teal. So these 3 were all in our Color Clubs. In this one came out in June, July, and August. Then another print that I just love with this are the speckled prints. So the speckled metallic and the denim, because they have those same spatters, similar hues of color. This is denim. We have the teal navy, kind of goes with the darkest ones. We have the metallic daisy, that is kind of those pinks up here. Really nice pinks. And then as far as if you wanted a lighter background, something that plays off of this color, so not too light. I love the speckled in the shell because it has the specks of the same of the colors in here, the turquoise. Love that with it. I even found a couple of stripes for fun bindings or sashings. I love the Andina Vibrant Frasata stripe because it has all those colors in it, and then some. And then even if you wanted to do something even wilder, the Terrain Wave in the Universe has all of those funky colors and fun for some action on the borders of bindings. The panel does not come by itself, so it's only in the bundle. So the 6 different ombres, the license plates, and the panel are in the bundle. It's a pretty dang good deal. So Lipstick Cowgirl. Gotta love it. Any questions on those? I'm so excited to use some of these ombres. I think it'd be really cool to cut them up and play with the different hues of it. All right, so that's it for our fabrics tonight. Yes, we've been busy folding and cutting other stuff, aka Christmas in Europe. So a little bit information, so that you're all wondering, we're still waiting on that one fabric. What happens then? We have everything else ready to go. So as soon as that fabric gets in, it gets cut, the kits get assembled, and they go out your way. So, and we will be sending invoices to everybody first, even though we don't have the kits ready, so that even though we pay them, as soon as they're there, you'll get a shipping notification. So just so you know that. All right. Live winner. Did you roll the... Oh, there she is, Sandy Dyrek. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Sandy. Congratulations, we won our live winner $25 gift card. So send us a quick email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and we will get that gift card to you to go shopping. So that is it for our show. Of course, we always ended with another chance to win a second $25 gift card. And our question of the night is, have you ever done a mystery block of the month before? Love to hear it. Would love to hear how you liked it, didn't like it, how much fun it was. Myself, I love anything spontaneous and mysterious, so I love mysteries. But let us know in the comments, and we will announce the winner next show, which is going to be our next Tipsy Tuesday, September 21st. A certain somebody, night before his big birthday.
Yay.
Yay. 7 p.m. Central. So we might have to break some rules and have a toast with everybody that night.
Okay, if we have to.
If we just have to. I'll let you choose the flavors for that one. The next Happy Friday show will be this coming Friday, September 17th at 3 p.m. Central. So thank you all for hanging with us tonight. Hope I answered all your questions. I hope you sleep good and get up early and check on your Christmas in Europe, because I hope you love it. I'm excited to see the reactions. So thanks for hanging with us tonight. We'll see you next time.